Hi.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Breath of Fiction. As always, my name is Radical,
Mhm.
otherwise known as Twisted Desserts, joined by DCC Rules, otherwise known as Dan Cook. And
And
okay, I was gonna wait for you to
get
say hi, but
snacked.
okay. And
Okay. Get snacked, otherwise known as number one Gajima bro.
and last but certainly not least,
Yeah, we also have
Sparta.
Sparta here, but he's muted right now because apparently um, he's too busy playing Cards Against Humanity with some real friends. Like, oh my god, actual friends.
listen, we could go online and play Cards Against Humanity right now if we wanted. He's just decided to be in
Can
the
we?
real world. But the fiction
Yeah.
plays Cards Against Humanity. Oh, the inhumanity of that. Wait, Cards Against Humanity,
No.
Cards Against
Oh.
Humanity, Breath of Fiction plays Cards Against Humanity, Kimetsu no Yaiba edition.
Yeah, we make random like Kimetsu no Yaiba like fanfic like prompts, and then we have to fill the words in with Cards Against Humanity terms.
Oh no, I mean like if you go onto Cards the online version, there's like fan made packs of different stuff, and I'm pretty sure there's a Kimetsu no Yaiba
Yeah.
pack in there somewhere.
Oh my god.
Um, Hisenchu's drunk ass would be a white card.
Yeah, a white card, Gyome's thick rack. That would be another one.
Guma's
Kayaku's bare
titties.
chest.
Kaigaku's pecs.
Mitsuru's boob window.
Oh god. Okay. We're getting somewhere.
Rengoku's
The fact that
thick.
nobody likes you.
I was gonna say Gyu's
Oh
small
my
penis, but it's
god.
alright.
That's only.
Okay.
So why are we here again?
We're here
Mean
because
Girls.
we're here to do something we wanted to do last week, or rather, earlier this week, because we had to keep rescheduling. And that is
Yes.
Mean Girls. Okay, I was waiting for someone to say it, but alright, you guys decided to
Oh,
make
I
it.
said Mean Girls though.
Maybe the recording picked it up. On my end, it seemed like it cut out, but maybe the recording picked it up. Sorry.
Oh.
Hey, we don't.
Okay.
Discord is not perfect, so don't name me.
Okay, we're gonna find out who's gonna be the meanest girl, and I use girl as a gender neutral term. Who's gonna be the meanest girl in Kimetsu no Yaiba?
The udon seller.
What if we just made
Muzan.
Toyo? What if we just made Toyo like Regina George? Toyo's the udon seller by the name. He has a name.
I still think we should go with Fan Muzan.
That would be so entertaining. Just her like squashing heads like left and right.
I got sick of doing that in my old world. Now I squash heads as a high school student.
Just a random thought that popped in my head. You guys remember the famous line, "It's not my fault that I have a wide set vagina and a heavy flow"?
No.
Is that from a tampon ad or like?
No, that's in Mean Girls.
I do not remember
there,
that. My apologies.
I do not remember the specific quote, but I do recognize it.
Because, I just randomly thought to myself, imagine Susumaru saying that, just screaming at someone.
Oh yeah, cause like someone was like, she uses like big tampons, and like the girl was like, "It's not my fault," which it's not because that happens. Yes, yes, yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Okay. We're gonna find out who's the meanest bitch in the school.
And Muzan.
Muzan. I came up with the idea of like the demon moons, like Kokushibo and Doma are like Katie and not Katie, Karen and Gretchen. Muzan is Regina, and Akaza is like Katie Heron.
Huh.
I can see that. Koku would be Gretchen
Yeah.
and Aaron.
And then like
My boobs can turn things into ice.
Yes, and he's got the biggest boobs too out of the three. Mm. And
Just
at the
regular
end,
Duma with a huge rack.
he's he's just like telling the weather, and he's like, "It's snowing," and then he squeezes his boob, and then it all turns to sleet. What if like, yes,
No, that was
I
just
feel
me
like
thinking.
okay, I feel like Akaza would make sense as Katie Heron because he'd be like, "Wow, I can't be a plastic anymore. I'm gonna go to hell like a man." And then like Koyuki was bullied by them, but then Akaza decided to defend Koyuki, and he was like, "I'm in love now. I'll go to social rejection with my girlfriend."
So are we saying that Koyuki is Katie's best friend who gets bullied and creates the entire plan of ruining the plastics?
I feel like, but I don't feel like she would be Janice though. I just don't see her as Janice. Hmm. Like Koyuki's a very like I think she's very like she's a cinnamon roll. She wouldn't like
She's curled up and she's sweet tasting.
Unless you go by our fan fiction headcanons where her father is a military vet from America.
You mean
and
Kotoha?
Yeah, I got people confused. I'm sorry. I am tired of shit.
It's okay.
Yes,
I
okay,
mean,
yeah. They also have similar names. They both start with Ko. Yeah, Koyuki is a cinnamon roll. She's like a sickly little cinnamon roll.
She's curled
she
up
is
and
a
she's sweet.
baby.
Yeah, Kotoha headcanon is a fucking wild bitch.
Okay, maybe, but like I feel like she's not the type to hold grudges towards people.
Koyuki, no.
Koyuki, I don't think Koyuki would be, to be honest. Unless you
Koyuki would not.
Honestly, unless you hurt Akaza, maybe. And if you hurt Hakuji, then maybe she'd hold a grudge.
If you hurt Hakuji, like I swear, Koyuki will like she will murder you in your sleep.
She'll poison your well.
She will poison your well.
Wow, I'm surprised by the complete lack of disgust at that joke. Like it just went over your head or something.
No, I understand it. I know it's dark humor. Oh, bro. Do we just want to do like a Mean Girls like plot like strictly, or do you just want to do if like these characters are put into a high school in the Mean Girls like the spirit of Mean Girls?
We could do that. We could even do what if the Mean Girls were Slayers?
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, the 21 gang. If the Mean Girls were the 21 gang. Like Sanemi is like Regina, Obenai's like Gretchen, and Gyu's like Karen. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't match so much.
No, it'd be more like Katie would be like Nezuko, and the planet would be like the three upper moons. In that, like
Okay, that makes sense
Janice
actually.
Janice the best friend is like Kaguya is like I need you to go undercover and ruin the plastics.
Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense because Kagaya is a little bit nastier than Koyuki.
Hey, I love it. Loki Kaguya is just as fucked up as Muzan. Like the only difference between those two characters I can tell is that Kaguya values other people while Muzan only values himself. I'll never get over.
You mean in canon?
Huh?
Meaning,
Yes, in canon.
I don't know if he's that as fucked up as Muzan, but I do agree that there is more than one difference, I would feel. But that's
Kagaya has a manipulative streak.
They're both definitely
when you say
100%.
but when you say manipulative, I don't necessarily say that is entirely black and white in that respect.
Yeah, I know that's not black and white, but I feel like
yes, but also you're defending him in the way that he would want you to, which means he completely got in your head. Anyway, we're getting off track.
No, not at all. When I say this, I mean is that I say that he's gray. When if he's being gray, he's being gray. If I were defending him as black and white, then that would be a different story.
Listen, every silver lining has a touch of gray.
Well, that is silver. It's just a really
that's why
bright
it's
gray.
called silver.
It's a really bright gray. Of course it is.
But yeah. Wait, who's the principal then?
Well, I would put Kaguya as the principal if we're putting them into Mean Girls.
Okay.
I feel like if we put the principal into Mean Girls, he'd have to be like either one of the top pillars or a member of the government. Where he's trying to, keep shit together.
What if we made Udon Guy the principal?
Who?
Udon Guy.
Toyo. He's saying like Toyo the principal.
Yeah, Toyo. Toyo should be the principal. I'm just saying.
I didn't stop selling ramen in the inner city for this shit.
Yeah.
Even the inner city was less chaotic than this crap.
Okay.
I may not, but I remember a lot of Mean Girls references.
Yes. Okay, so who's the math teacher then?
If we put the math teacher into demons, once again, they'd either be a Hashira or they might be Kaguya's wife. Well, like
Amane?
Yeah. If we're putting them into, I'm saying. But if I'm kind of losing track because, we said that Jan the role Kaguya, so it's like kind of weird to like piece that together, Going the other way, people we could put into Mean Girls who would fill the role of Tina Fey well.
We could do Sanemi, like he's a math teacher, but people think he pushes drugs because his eyes always look like he's on crack, but he doesn't.
Well, who would be Katie? If we put them into Mean Girls, who would be Katie? Would be
Nezuko? Like you did suggest Nezuko, right?
Well, I just suggested Nezuko, but I feel like you're getting confused because I'm doing things back and forth.
What about This might sound really extreme. What about Nakime?
Well, Nakime is an open page, so we could just say Nakime absorbs the qualities of the character.
Sure. Okay, Nakime is Katie. Maybe make Ume like Janice? I don't know. I feel like Ume would be too popular to be Janice. That's the problem here.
Yeah, Ume would be more like she would be a better Gretchen or what's her name?
Karen?
Karen.
Okay. Oh,
My
what
boobs
if
can tell how many pillars I've killed.
Gyutaro is Janice?
Oh, he's jealous because his sister's popular and he's not.
Yeah, or he doesn't hate his sister, but he doesn't like Regina. Whoever's Regina, I feel like that
Random
could make.
thought: who would be the popular boyfriend guy?
Hmm.
Do we make it Giyu just because it's stupid?
That would be so fucking funny, though. He wouldn't know what's going on. He'd just be like,
Shinobu would just be there
blank
What
taunting
day
him.
is it? I don't know. October 3rd?
The Shinobu would just be taunting him all the while.
Yeah, he'd just be like, Muzan would just be talking to him, and he'd just be staring into blank space, like, It would actually be so funny.
Shinobu would make a great either Janice or Katie. She has enough hate to be Janice, and she just has a good enough character to be Katie.
Okay, honestly, yeah, we could go with Shinobu. Honestly, yeah.
With what? Being Katie, you mean?
Being Katie and Janice, because she's like
Two-Face.
she is.
What if?
Yes.
Okay, crazy thought. Let's.
Yes.
Kane is Janice, and Duma is.
Damien?
Duma. No, I was gonna say Duma is Regina George. Instead of Duma killing Kane, he just publicly embarrassed her.
He just calls her a lesbian. Yes. Okay, actually, I could see that. Doma is Regina George. Kane is Janice. Shinobu is Katie. Is Kanao gonna be like Damien or something? Or what about Kanao is like... Kanao is Katie. Shinobu and Kane are Damien and Janice.
Because if we made Kanao Katie, we'd have to make Tanjiro the boyfriend character. He's too smart.
Okay, fine. Shinobu would be good.
I'm trying to think who would be a best friend who could be played off as Uzui.
Uzui. Yes.
Uzui is the best friend. Okay.
He's Damien.
He's everyone's best friend, though. Let's be honest.
He's Damien. Either make it... Yeah. Okay.
It's not even that he's unpopular. It's just that he chooses
not to
be so goddamn flamboyant that they can't call him popular because he doesn't give a fuck. He'll be flamboyant with everyone.
Oh my god.
Popular.
Okay. So we got our main cast.
Wait, can we make Yome the principal?
Oh my god. Honestly, though, yeah.
I moved out of the orphanages to get away from this shit.
Why? He's like, I have 9 kids at home. This is exactly what it's like, but with hundreds of kids. And he just like...
And then he's like, imagine, he like daydreams about imagining all the kids were actually just cats, and he has to deal with them instead.
Yeah. Like, calm down, they're just cats. It'll be fine. And then he just like he just punches the fire extinguisher instead of using the
It just
axe.
explodes. The whole building fills with foam.
And he's like, he claps and he's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, please. Teenagers.
Oh, it just gets everyone into doing assembly. Okay, we're going to do mantras now to get your issues out.
And then Tsunami's like, no, you need to let me handle this. And Gyomi's like,
listen here, you little bitches. Tsunami starts screaming at them.
he's like, listen here, you little bitches. Who the fuck started this? Who the fuck has been victimized by Muzan? And then everyone raises their hands. And he's like, okay, let's
Muzan raises
fucking
his own
apologize.
hand and then says, like, I've been victimized by myself. And then Gyomi's like, I can't do anything.
Just male Muzan walks in and raises his hand and just stares daggers at Femme Muzan, who's just like,
and then raises
what you mean.
And then Femme Muzan raises her hand and staring daggers back. Because he's like, yeah, it's both. It goes both ways.
Just like Muzan.
But who is the teacher who has an affair with a student? Or do we want to include him in this?
No. We are not doing
No.
that.
Oh
I'm not having the FBI come in here. Thank you.
Okay.
Also, don't remember, it wasn't just an affair with one student, it was an affair with two.
Exactly.
That's gonna be rough.
Okay. So we got like the basics down. What
Also,
about
I just want to make a suggestion. What if we replace Tsunemi as the math teacher with Mitsuri? Because she's so bubbly and so adorable.
Yeah, she's bubbly and adorable, but the math teacher is like, I don't know. She has a different
just imagine
vibe.
Mitsuri like, I'm a pusher, Shinobu. I push people.
Push in, pull out.
Oh my god. And then she gets fired for pushing drugs, and she's like,
It's okay, I had to pull out anyway, and not this operation.
But then she's like, everyone stop! And she like lifts up the like the vacuum machine. Have you guys seen those vacuum vehicles in school? She lifts one up and she's like she lifts one up and brings it down for everyone to stop talking. And Gyomi is like, oh my god, there goes my floor.
Like a Zamboni?
Yeah, Zamboni. She lifts a Zamboni up and then brings it down to get everyone's attention. And then Gyomi's like, there goes my floor.
Also, random thought that just jumped in my head. It's gonna be great to just see Femme Muzan get hit by a bus.
Oh yes. After she like commits the lower moon slaughter, she gets hit by a bus.
When you say slaughter, she basically outs all their secrets to their entire school.
Yes.
She socially slaughters them this time.
Exactly.
Yes.
So then, what else then?
Like Rui, you're adopted, and you keep trying to play it off, but we all know you're adopted. Rui starts crying.
Oh. What about Susamaru is like a jock girl, so like I feel like she would be one of the girls.
My fault to have a wide set vagina and a heavy flaw.
Yes.
I don't know why that fits so perfectly.
Who else? Mui. Should we have Mui in this? Could he be like a gifted kid?
Just watches everything and doesn't give a fuck. He's just on the sidelines in every scene, like, what the fuck is going on around me?
Obanai. Oh, he's probably another teacher who like simps for Mitsuri. So he's yeah. Mm.
Did we decide on who Karen and Gretchen are? Did we finalize that? Because I know Kokushibu could make a funny Gretchen, but is there anyone who'd be
Kokushiba would.
is there anyone better for that role? I feel like Yume could be a good Dake, not Yume, Daki. She would
Daki.
make a great fucking Gretchen. Just always.
Okay, yeah, honestly.
And who's the best Karen? Duma? Or do we want to? Yeah, because Femme Muzan has to be Regina George. Let's be honest.
Let's do Doma as Karen.
Just not even a femme Doma, just Doma with huge tits. Double
Just
D
Doma. Just Doma. Okay. Alright, who do we want to be that dude from the math team?
Wait, wait.
The
Dude
math
from the math team?
Yeah.
Isn't that he's a snivelly little bitch, right? Trying to remember this character. But anyway, I feel like maybe who would be good for that? It could be Tanjiro. I mean,
Is Tanjiro good at math?
I feel like if he actually got an education, he would be. He's pretty smart. He's very level-headed. I mean, he didn't get really
Maybe it could be Zenitsu. Because, Zenitsu's yeah.
And I keep trying to think, but I keep getting a Cinderella story keeps popping into my head instead of Mean Girls. Whenever I think
a Cinderella story.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm very much gonna be good at helping in this situation. My brain is not cooperating with me right now, even though I'm awake.
I see.
It's like, why can't it's like what happens when I try to speak Japanese and French comes up for whatever reason.
I mean, what if we did a general high school teen movie though? Would that be a little more?
Well, we're already on
if we
Mean
kinda just,
Girls. Unless
slotted
you
them
guys
all
want to
in.
do it, you do it. Because honestly, I can't even be bothered with it anymore.
Oh.
Just so exhausted from trying to think about Mean Girls.
It's as if my brain is like, you know what? We have better things to think about. Which technically there are better things to think about than Mean Girls at this point in time.
Okay. I feel like this episode was a bad idea now.
Look what you did, Reg.
No. We seem to be doing fine. I mean, you guys seem to be doing fine. We already did halfway through
it. Rad, at this point, you should just be like, stop trying to make Mean Girls happen. You're never going to make Mean Girls happen.
No, you see, I can't. I'm not at that level of thinking about it at this point. I just don't have.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. I'm fine.
Rad's brain got hit by a bus.
I don't think that was it. More than it was me that it got hit by a bunch of other manga I was reading.
Maybe I think
later if you need to. So it is admittedly kind of late. We usually record a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we waited for Sparta, and yet Sparta's over there looking down on his phone in his real life. So.
And coming
up guys, he has
against humanity prompts for his AU.
I
submitted one. Demon Blood and reenacting pumped up kicks.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That's a bit of a spoiler, but I contributed to that idea, and I'm proud of it.
What? He's gonna do pumped up kicks in his next thing.
Hey guys, what's going on here?
Oh, don't worry. I'm just spoiling your AU for you.
Which one?
The other kids with the pumped up kicks. Better run, better run.
Oh yeah, Kaiku's little shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
proud of my idea that gave you for that.
We do not endorse any of this in real life.
We don't endorse gun violence.
But if anyone in KNY was going to shoot up a school, it'd be Kairaku. Let's be honest.
What the fuck, dude?
No. Let's leave this all together. Let's not do this right now, please. I beg of you.
Okay, because Mean Girls is a great series, but it is a little like a great movie, but it is a little short. You guys
Yeah,
want
it
to
is
pick
a little short.
High School Musical?
Oh my god.
Okay, so everybody, we have officially changed mid-recording in a display, well, not so rare display of unprofessional sloppiness, and we are switching to a high school movie themed episode.
Well, yes, High School movie themed episode. We did Mean Girls. We're gonna do some High School Musical
Look,
to wrap up.
Ryan.
Half
No,
hour.
Sharpay is gonna be Uzui. Okay.
Hey, speaking of,
All things. Wait, no. What does he say? Not fabulous. All things flamboyant.
That's da 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 da. I want flamboyant, bigger and better and best. I need a little to keep moving along. I need a little flamboyant. Is that so wrong?
Still can't believe Zac Efron was like 21 in that movie or something.
yeah. Hey, I
I
found out
can't
about
believe
Zac,
his career is so good after that movie. How many people actually come out of Disney with a career?
I know. Look what they
Jake
did
Paul
to
definitely didn't.
Coco Jones.
Apparently, Zac Efron is like super into anime, I guess.
Oh, he is.
So what you're
Oh, yeah.
saying is he might be willing to act in a crossover between High School Musical and KMY.
Yeah.
What
I
he
am
So are we
also willing to
saying-
say is Zac Efron is the Han Solo of Disney Channel, aka his career was not ruined by the movie, or rather, it went on to better things.
Oh, I mean, what do you mean?
That's
Mark Hamill was a good Joker.
No, but I mean,
Yes,
like, no,
but
but I mean in live
until-
action starring. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
And also, let's be honest. When did you learn Mark Hamill voiced the Joker? Because I realized that Luke Skywalker voiced the Joker until like 7 years ago.
yeah, basically that was me also. Like, I didn't
Yeah,
realize
true.
that Mark Hamill was the Joker until I was like, hey, someone mentioned it because they happened to know
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, what breath do you think Troy would use if he was a demon slayer? And also, do you think his father would want him to be a demon instead of being a slayer? Or, where are we going with this?
The basketball teams are fighting are the Slayers versus the Demons.
Oh my god. No. Listen, what if like his father loves Akaza and he's a huge fan of Akaza. So he wants Troy to be a demon just like Akaza. And Troy's like, "No, I don't want to be a demon like Akaza." So he becomes a slayer and I think he'd use like breath of sound cuz music and stuff.
But then again, given it's High School Musical, everyone would use Breath of Sound then.
Yeah, so we have
Yeah.
a bunch of breath of sound users.
I have actually,
do a goddamn musical.
You know what? I just realized what would happen if a Breath of Sound user that did not have perfect pitch tried using the breath.
No, oh my god.
Oh,
But you don't
dear.
have to sing, right? You just have to like listen.
In canon, Breath of Sound pretty much is just using bombs.
Yeah.
And a big sword. And two big swords.
Yeah. Other than that, it's mostly just, a derivation of thunder. So it's like move really fast and throw a bomb.
Move really fast and be super loud.
Oh, sounds like my life. Ah!
Oh my god, looks a lot better than my school's K-pop.
Okay.
Okay. Seriously, who would be Troy? I think Akaza would be Troy. Because he looks like a basketball. And Koyuki could be Gabriella.
Or we could just say it's Tanjiro because, his father was trying to keep him out of the life he was supposed to be in. Or even Nezuko could be it because,
But Tanjiro doesn't know about the Demon Slayers.
Oh, do we know that for sure?
All we know that is he knows
I do this.
World.
I just want to say I do put this in my AU that he does know because it just feels weird that he wouldn't. We don't get any confirmation that he's burning wisteria incense, but they live up in the mountains. and clearly it's a vulnerable place. The person's telling them not to go up there at night. It's
like everyone else
weird.
live in the mountains too? Didn't like Muichiro live in the mountains? His
And
parents.
look what happened to him.
Yeah, but that was after like what, 11 years of living there?
And after his parents died. Maybe his parents knew too. Maybe they were burning wisteria essence. We don't know this. We know burning wisteria essence is a thing because
He only died like many months after his parents died.
exactly. It seems like after people's parents die, they get killed, attacked by demons. Well, if their parents are burning wisteria essence to keep off the demons, and they don't teach the kids that because they're too young to know. Well, that might explain why. Because their parents died, they don't think to start burning the essence. Demons come and attack.
Okay, what about... Okay. Alright.
Back to high school
Okay.
AU.
It's high school AU.
The high school has to burn wisteria essence to keep the basketball players away. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe they could use that as a good luck ritual.
No,
Yeah, I would
the
either
high school.
Andro because she's the main character, or Nezuko because she's also the main character, but she goes in a different direction. Would be the two best.
What if the high schoolers from the demons are high on blue spider lily essence, and yet wisteria essence is their natural counter because it smells terribly to those who use it? So it's like two different substances, like uses fighting each other.
So everyone is doping.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Just like my high school.
Just like mine.
Just like every high school that wants sports to do everything.
Oh my god.
Let's be honest. Tina Fey's job should have never been in concern because all of our teachers push drugs.
Listen, if your teacher is drinking coffee or tea in front of you, they're pushing caffeine, which is a drug.
Yes, okay. So we got it.
I don't have to worry about that. My teachers always drank whiskey.
People's on the basketball team are gonna be doped. Okay, who do we want on our basketball team?
Well, are we gonna equate the basketball team or the actors to demons?
No, here's what we need. We need if anyone's a dope, it's going to be Inosuke, so he's even more of a wild boar than he is in the canon.
Oh no, bro! If you doped Inosuke,
No. Inosuke's a mascot.
No, imagine the fun of it. Inosuke is like the doped up basketball player, even more so. So he's even more hyper and strong than he normally is.
Why would he be a basketball player though? He's so short.
If Inosuke was a doped up basketball player, he would just keep dunking it and breaking the hoop.
Yeah, he already dunks on the
one.
male population with his face. He can dunk on the other team as well.
But no, imagine Inosuke running down the field, dribbling two basketballs, and then dunking them at the same time.
I can imagine
while
that. I can imagine
dressed up as a boar in full mascot gear.
Well, I mean, yeah, how about this? As a cap, in order to handicap him, the officials have agreed on the Inosuke rule, which is if you're like Inosuke, you have to wear a mask that blinds your vision enough, and he has to rely on his sense of touch. But he still wrecks everybody and dunks.
The problem is his sense of touch is so good.
Yeah. Exactly, but he can't see, so
they have to put him in the mascot costume so he can't even use his hands properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just on all fours. He's just on all fours and using his nose to like balance the basketball as he's running.
He's dribbling with the costume's tusks.
Oh my god.
And then when he doesn't want, and then he gets penalties because every so often he'll use the tusks to pierce the basketball.
I feel like Inosuke would be Chad, and Aoi
he is a Chad.
Aoi would be Taylor.
Yeah. If Zenitsu was playing basketball, his entire thing would be just to wait, make his whoever's covering him think he's not important, and then just dash across the field, grab the ball, and dunk it. You're just like, why'd you stop covering him? He wasn't doing shit. Exactly, that's his gimmick.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. What if we put Sanemi on the basketball team?
Bro.
No,
He
and
just
then no, and then
rages at everyone.
his signature teak is his signature teak technique. His signature technique is Breath of Wind, Air Jordan dunk, something like that. Just Air Jordan.
Oh my god.
I just realized something. Tanjiro is Troy and Giyu is the coach dad because Giyu wanted Tanjiro
Yes.
killer.
Yeah, be a water breather. No, Dad.
I don't want to be the water pillar. I want to do theater.
I want to do theater. We're all in this together. And then Gyu slaps him and is like, no.
Just Giyu
Cease.
stares at him like, I have failed as a father. Damn it, Shinobu. This
And then
would
he goes
happen.
to cry to Shinobu somewhere.
And Shinobu's like, your kid's a theater kid, haha.
Meanwhile, Kanao is over there shooting hoops. Like, no, Kanao, you're supposed to be in theater.
And she's like, no, basketball is in my veins. And then she goes red spider lily mode.
Oh my fucking
Breath
God.
of Flower, swirling 3-point shot.
3-point shot.
With her hyperdynamic vision, she can predict everyone's moves. She just swerves right between them and just dunks it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about Genya? Would Genya be like,
He's got a bad leg, so he can't dance or play basketball. But man, can that kid sing!
I don't dance, I know you can, not a chance.
Dude, look at my fucking. Okay, fair. You don't dance.
You said I heard dude look at the F word and then they cut out. Did you say something?
Yeah, because I said, Genya can't dance or play basketball because he's got a bad leg. So it's like, I can't dance? Yes, you can. My fucking leg!
I didn't catch the leg part. Okay, thanks.
He just,
Dude, Genya.
he just slays breaking free. Just absolutely slays it.
Okay. So let's see. What else? Okay, so we have Genya. What do we want? Let's see. So, okay. So then, what do we want? Oh, no. We already did Aoi. So, who's
Always Taylor.
Yeah, he's Taylor. So, what besides the main cast? Now we have to think. Well, Mitsuri and Obanai, what would they be?
Sharpie and Ryan. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh, Kelsey and Ryan?
Kelsey and Ryan?
I forget the characters' names. I know Ryan is the brother, but I don't remember who
Kelsey is the pianist.
Right. Oh, so Ryan could be Ryan and Mitsuri and Uzi would definitely be a fantastic performing pair, and also having Obanai be this shy pianist.
Yeah, I know.
Saying, "Leave me alone." I'm not pretty enough to be on stage because of these scars. But Obanai-san, I think you're beautiful just the way you are.
Or you could do the dub voice and go but girl. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You got for us, right?
So then,
Give us more brain.
Okay, so the big game then? What do you think is going to happen during the big game? Because we've already established that it's got someone. We already established the team has someone who dopes and acts like a bore, and someone who just sits around and waits to dash across the field.
Okay,
Random
so
thought. Mui is also on the basketball team, and he constantly acts as like a foil to Zen because he acts like he's not doing anything because he's actually not doing anything. So they think that he's gonna do the same shit as Zen, so they never hit their guard down around him, and then he just never does anything.
The other
Like
team,
maybe one
we're guarding
and
guard.
goes in,
The other team,
and Mui's
Zenitsu
like, I
gets,
did that on purpose.
the other team, Zenitsu gets a point. Then they're like, and the coach yells at them, "I told you to guard Zen," and they're like, "We're guarding the guy who's acting Zen." And they're like, "No, you idiots! The guy whose name is Zen, like is in Zenitsu."
Oh my god. Oh, what if like Kokushibo, he's on the opposing team, and then he gets past Mui, he gets past Kenya, then Sanemi goes to get him, and he gets past Sanemi, then Gyome goes to confront him, and then all of a sudden all four of them are back, and they're like surrounding Kokushibo and trying to get the ball from him.
One thing you just put in my mind is like if we don't change the ages, it's just like you have like this entire of adult like demons, and then you have a team just full of fucking.
Well, we're adapting it to High School Musical.
The other team has like 3 feet on them because they're all really fucking tall.
Well, we're adapting to High School Musical, so I think in this case it's kind of implied a lot of these people are younger than they are.
Yeah, but like imagine like first of all, Doma, Shinobu
Still has
goes
huge tits from the other AU. No, I'm kidding.
Shinobu goes to try to take the ball from him, but she's too short. And then she's like, "Oh no, I'm dead." And then Kanao and Inosuke go to like take the ball from him, and they actually manage to do it because Kanao has her red lily eyes. And then they like run away with the ball. And then like Akaza comes in. He takes the ball from them, and then Tanjiro and like Rengoku or Giyu, like they fight Akaza for the ball, and then they take it from him. But then Koku takes the ball, and then Kokushibo gets past all 3 people, and like until like the 4 people surround him and take the ball from him. But then Muzan steals the ball over because he did something sneaky, like he called foul. And then
I just want to say, so far this is a 4 versus 12 basketball game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Snack doesn't do sports.
I don't do sports except tennis. I'm a huge tennis fan.
We don't do video games either. We can't play Cards Against Humanity featuring the Breath of Fiction.
I do game, okay, but it's like
Snack has so much game. So much.
She's game for a lot of things.
She's game for Gyome.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
In her dream, she's like, "Come, Daddy Gyome, let's help me out, please."
Oh no, Gyome senpai, I've fallen. Please pick me up.
Gyome
You
is
guys
senpai.
are terrible.
Gyome is senpai in Yandere Simulator, and Snack is the Yandere.
I am not a yandere. Don't call me that. I am not. Listen, I don't insert myself into reader fics. That should already let you know that I'm not someone who inserts myself into fictional relationships.
We were talking about a video game, but okay. You realize that Yandere Simulator is a video game, right?
Yes, I know Yandere Simulator is a video game, but like honestly, that game has a lot of problems with its development, and anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
I could go on about, but let's continue.
Adapting blood demon arts into character traits. Duma just has a really intimidating stare. He can give you a look that just makes you hesitate, so like you freeze up for a moment.
Oh my god, yeah, I see glare.
Akaza just has really fast hands, so it's like whenever he's covering you and you're like trying to dribble the ball, you gotta be really careful because he'll just snatch it right out of your hands.
Yeah. And be careful if he
Um,
punches you. The last time he punched like Rengoku on the field, Rengoku's ribs got broken and he had to sit out for the season.
well, there's no punching in fucking basketball, but I mean, just got checked really hard.
Yeah, Rengoku got checked hard. Kokushibo.
He inflates basketballs. He just pulls them out of his pocket.
He just launches basketballs like everywhere. Like,
Muda.
going everywhere, and it's like you don't know where they will end up or whether they'll end up in the goal, and it's really hard to like keep track of them. That's why in the end he needs 4 people to check him.
Random thought that just popped in my head. This is a discussion for after the video, but KMY x JoJo.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. I see
Anyway,
an enemy stand user.
This must be the work of an enemy stand. But no, well, who else? Hantengu and Gyoko. Very great characters to, come up with shit for. Like, maybe Hantengu's that one guy in high school who looks like he's like in his 40s, but he's actually like 16.
He has quintuplets. No.
Yes.
Quadruplets. He's a
just 4 people on the basketball team all look the fucking same except
yeah. He is actually a bunch of quadruplets.
Gyoko would be like
the nerdy art kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'd be like in charge of like the sets in the theater group.
Yeah.
Like he's in charge of and occasionally it's like the basketballs as like good luck charms. But they always look
Okay. So you cut out for a bit of it on my end. What did you say, like the last part of it?
I said sometimes he decorates the basketballs and they look fucking god awful.
Oh. It's got all of his it's got his face from all of his emotions on it.
Oh yeah.
You're still thinking I'm talking about Hantengu, I'm talking about Gyoko.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So Gyoko just wants everyone to love fish. That's pretty much what it is.
He's just always painting fish on the basketballs. Like, Gyoko, what the fuck, man?
Gyoko's like, I love fish. You should love fish too.
And he sings
Smell my fingers.
He sings a song about it.
All things fishulous.
Da 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 da. I want fishulous, bigger and better and best. I need a little inspiration to keep me good going along. I need a little fistulous. Is that so wrong?
Daki would make a great. We already said we're not. We're already said for Sharpay, but great Sharpay posting a meme that's really fucking funny. But Daki would be like the Sharpay of the other school.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That would be Daki then.
Yeah. And
then
who would
Ryan would just be like
is Ryan if the twin brother
then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's like Ryan mixed with Troy, where it's like, yes, my sister wants me to be in theater, but I'm fucking ugly, so I'm gonna do basketball.
What about? Oh, I think Nakime would be a great Kelsey because, like,
yeah, Nakame is the other school's Kelsey, and they're like, why? Like exactly like our fucking school. What's going on here?
Okay. What about Makomo and Sabito? Are they like they have to retire
they're basketball players who just got murdered by the other team? just straight up murdered.
Okay, yeah, and the hand demon is just this
The hand
really.
demon went to prison because he murdered them. He was
Wait,
a basketball
what? He literally murdered them?
I don't know.
I thought Sabito and Mokumo were the two people on the basketball team who got basically decked to the floor and put into a coma by the hand demon, and then the other team, and then the Kimetsu team bodies him to the floor in Tanjiro's first game, and to avenge the losses, if you will.
I just
Okay.
imagine the hand demon being like, okay, so this is dodgeball, right? You
Hey, like someone passes him the ball, he tries to have like, oops, it slips out of my hand, in quotes, and then hits like Sabito in the face.
get like it hits him so hard it leaves a scar.
And then it hits Makomo in the limbs.
No, it hits her like right like in the eyes, and like that's why she has interesting eye patterns, like those irises.
Okay, that's fine.
But then it deflects to her legs, and then that's what.
Yeah.
No, rather, here's what it does. It hits her legs. She collapses, and then because of the rebound, it actually goes up and hits her, so gives her eyes at the same time. After like reducing the force.
It's like ah.
So it hits, then it bounces up, and then pop. There we go.
Just Mokomo, like after she gets out of her coma, visiting the hand demon in the hospital in his coma, like, hey bitch, look at my eyes. You fucked them up. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh no.
Susumaru would be like, she has to cut her hair short so she can be on the men's basketball team because they don't let her compete on the girls' basketball team because she's too fucking strong.
And she's like hand demon.
And then she's like,
she
hey,
thinks everything's.
And then she's like, hey, I'm on the shot put team anyway. It's all right. This is an afterthought.
She's like, this is dodgeball, right? Too. And Yahaba's like, no, this is basketball.
Every time she just constantly heats it at Yahaba like she's trying to kill him, and Yahaba just kind of has to like bounce it into the net.
Just yeets it.
They're a surprisingly effective pair. They kind of get threes all the time.
Okay,
it's so odd. They held the record for the most threes in a setting altogether.
Guy would be a theater kid, except he got kicked out of theater because he sucked. So he got really angry at the basketball team, but he sucked there too.
Aww.
Now he's on like he's like the guy who plays music at the basketball games.
Yeah. So he's on band.
Basically.
Oh, being fabulous.
Swamp demons. Do we want to do anything with them?
They're the managers of the basketball team because they run around and do everything. One person.
Okay.
So kind of like kind of like a facilities or like a equipment, like water boys. Yeah, which makes sense because they're swamped. They're water boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we did the hands, so
Tamayo and Yushiro.
Well, Tamayo is the nurse, and Yushiro just simps for her.
As always.
Is there any other role for those two? It's perfect.
They can fit into anywhere. Because medicine has
Yushiro
existed.
wishes he could fit into her.
Oh my god, stop. Okay.
Hey, at least I didn't bring up you and Gyome again.
Oh my god! I'm gonna scream. Do we want to
You're the one who was talking about self-insertion earlier.
And you're the one whose name is number 1, Gajima.
There's this thing that girls get every month. And there's this tool that you can use to stop the flow of it,
Listen, Snack, it's not your fault that you have a wide set vagina and a heavy flow.
Oh my god.
Snack, we went from teasing you, and then you just decided to go into the female anatomy. Like, why?
Okay,
It's like she
anyways.
wanted to set me up for more references and jokes. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bully you. I'm not Regina George. Despite the poll among us that says I am Regina George out of the four of us.
Oh my god. Okay. We want to do our OCs now, or do we want to do Kagaya and Amani? I
don't think Masahiro would be involved in this, to be quite honest. I mean, we filled all the roles, and second, he's a little
will be
old.
like that Abe Simpson meme where he walks in, puts his hat on the thing, looks, turns around, grabs his hat, and goes.
Yeah, basically. He's like, I'm not even going to be bothering with this.
They're doing fucking musicals. I'm out.
But then he does like
But-
show tunes secretly in his house.
But honestly, like, because I have the idea of Krimagaku, you know,
Mhm.
be like
Crime Gaku or
my
Krimagaku?
AU. It's Krimagaku because it's not crime, and it's Kimagaku.
Well, I'm sorry.
Stop.
It looks like crime if you put it that way.
Well, that's why I capitalized the C and the R, so it doesn't look like crime. It looks like crime or crime agaku. Anyway, I'll probably just have if I ever actually get around to that part, I'll just have Mean Girls episodes and High School Musical episodes.
Oh my god. Same. I think Onoko would be perfect for a High School Musical though, because she can dance, she can sing.
She'd be like the South Park joke on it, where you're perfect for the theater. Go to the theater, and Anoko's like, "No, I must play basketball."
Honestly, she is pretty athletic. She could play basketball.
Komai can definitely play basketball.
I just had a stupid word that popped in my head. She'll bust a capoeira in your ass.
Oh yes, yeah.
Even though it's cut out on my end, I know exactly what it was said.
She definitely could do
About an
basketball.
hour, we've tackled about 2 AUs. You guys think that's good for tonight?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. Yeah.
Sparta, do you have anything
Yeah, I
to
think
add?
we're good.
Sparta hasn't had anything to add in a half hour. After we finished
Mean Girls.
Yeah, he kind of muted himself again to go play more
Cards Against
Humanity with his bros. It doesn't respect our,
He
time.
does. Guys, be nice to Sparta.
I was being nice. I was like, Sparta, do you have anything you want to say to the end of it? I mean, DCC went there afterwards.
My job is to shit on everyone. Also, I will admit, Sparta posted a great fucking meme where it's like he Googled Demon Slayer dude with the Byakugan and Kaguya came up.
Well, it basically is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but if you want Sharingan, then that's Kanao right there.
Yes.
Kanao with Sharingan
is see-through world.
Byakugan,
Nakame has because she can use space-time ninjutsu. Naruto won. We'll
we might do one of those use. But anyways, I think that's about it for the night. So to all of you watching, thanks again for joining another episode of The Breath of Fiction. And since we've just about finished, sorry I went a bit off the rails. So it's not Mean Girls. It is the high school.
I'm sorry.
It is the high school AU collection episode.
High School Movie AU collection.
Yes.
High School Movie AU
touch
collection.
on Sky High, which I think is the best
high school
I was
movie. I was thinking of Sky High
earlier,
but we didn't get to that.
We could do a Sky High one actually.
I'm gonna tell you this: Sarume would get Sky High.
Oh my god.
This has been Dan, also known as DCC Rules.
And number 1 Gajima Bro.
Otherwise known as At Get Snacked. And Radicor, otherwise known as Stress Desserts. And Sparta, and otherwise known as something in Spanish, which I cannot pronounce, so sorry. But anyways.
Or the guy who can't be bothered to say anything.
Well,
It's
at least,
nice to
well,
smart.
aside from a few words. But anyways, thanks again, guys.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed, and join us next time for another episode. All right. So until next time, bye-bye.
Who knows what bullshit we'll do next time? Whoa!
All right, that's it. See you guys.
Da-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
God damn it! I wish I got you doing that on recording.
No, don't worry, I got it. Bye bye.